Education and the New Normal by Teresita, Tanhueco-Tumapon, June 4, 2020. School year terms and blended sessions. We sense that normal isn't coming back, that we are being born into a new normal, a new kind of society, a new relationship to the earth, a new experience of being human. By Charles Eisenstein. Before the onset of the coronavirus disease 2019 or COVID-19, we were fixed that we say with the 21st century. We used to say alright 21st century teaching, 21st century learning, 21st century knowledge and skills, defining this as the 21st century competencies: critical thinking, communication, collaboration, and creativity. However, with the coronavirus pandemic, we have a new catchword: the new normal. The Oxford Dictionary defines catchword as a briefly popular or fashionable word or phrase used to encapsulate a particular concept. So, what is the concept embracing the new normal? The American Dictionary defines new normal as a previously unfamiliar or a typical situation that has become standard, usual, or expected. What was previously unfamiliar that has this time become standard, usual, or expected? What has become normal? The lockdowns, quarantines, masks, washing hands, taking vitamins and nutrient-rich food to nurture health, covering a coughing mouth and sneezing nose, physical distancing, and the omnipresent support technology are a must to continue for a lifetime. These and more compose the new normal. Before COVID-19, Industry 4, the robot age of Agenda 2030, robotics was already popular focus. Much more at this time where robots execute routine jobs. Nowadays, robots serve in healthcare, social work, business and trade, food, and in other aspects of human activity. Various organizations or companies are resorting to the virtual private networks and voice-over protocols, especially that meetings, negotiations, consultations are mostly virtual. As Dr. Henry Chan wrote on May 10, 2020 in the Manila Times, telecommuting represents a new paradigm in office work. If remote work becomes more common after the COVID-19 pandemic, employers may decide to reduce lease costs and hire people from regions with cheaper labor costs. Companies will use 5G and information and communications technology. As an aside, 5G is the 5th generation mobile network. It is a new global wireless standard after 1G, 2G, 3G, and 4G networks. 5G enables a new kind of network that is designed to connect virtually everyone and everything together, including machines, objects, and devices. Semester, trimester, quarterly terms. Up to this early June, COVID-19 is not into its second wave, and we pray that there shall be no other, period. The so-called referral to a second wave spawned some debates in the higher echelons of our government. However, there can be no possible firm and uniform plans for formal schooling where technology and accessibility is concerned. We are unsure how future days will be defined COVID-wise. Several tertiary and basic institutions have postponed graduation to next school year or SY. It may be a goodly far-off future before we can comfortably define our enrollment size, whether to cut down on or replace or shorten degree programs with certificates, plannings of reviews, examinations, and graduations. Universities on non-semester schedule may have to adjust to what the official schedule will be the next SY. That is, if the national ministering bodies, the Department of Education or DepEd and the Commission on Higher Education or CHED will set strictly a school's term format. Before the pandemic, state universities and colleges were to begin on August term, Adjusting could be easier for institution on tri-semestral schedule. We have semesters, trimesters, and summer terms. Why not quarterly? I recall that in the middle 50s, higher education institution or HEIS were on a quarterly schedule. The maximum we students could take was 12 credit units or 4 lecture subjects. A quarterly term ends after 2.5 months. Laboratory subjects were adjusted accordingly. Will a quarterly term be considered in the new normal? Learning in the new normal. Blended learning is not wholly new. Philippine universities such as the University of the Philippines Open University have used blended learning. In the new normal, all schools will have blended or purely online courses. Training in using teaching and learning platforms will be available for both teachers and students. DepEd, CHED, and the Technical Education and Skills Development Authority have issued and will continue to issue notices much like the March 22, 2020 notice of India's Secretary of He sent to India's HEIS. He said, notice suggests to the teaching and research academics to utilize this lockdown period for various academic activities including A. Online content development, online teaching and online evaluation. B. Prepare a lesson plan and develop instructional materials. And C. Carry on research, write articles and prepare innovative questions or question bank, etc. Furthermore, the teachers and students effectively utilize the University Grants Commission's array of e-learning platforms, which include massive open online courses. The Consortium for Educational Communication University Grants Commission, YouTube channel, National Digital Library, Shotganga. Shotganga is a digital repository platform of 2,600 inkjet electronic theses and dissertations for research students to deposit their PhD theses and make them available to the entire scholarly community in open access. Teaching and learning platforms. Philippines-wise, we have available online educational platforms. One is a DepEd Commons accessible on Globe or TM-powered smartphones, free of data chargers, and which is also accessible to private school students. Because of the COVID-19 movement restrictions, the DepEd has been encouraging students to continue their learning online. We shall have more of these platforms and learn too from offshore institutions their actions on the new normal in education.